Hello to you wherever you are. I hope you're doing okay. Hope you're doing fine. Thank you so much for subscribing to this channel, and thank you for taking your time to come and watch my videos and find out what we are talking about. This is CNGTV with Miss Shali. I want to thank everyone who is subscribing, everyone who is commenting, and everyone who's turning on the notification bell and getting notified on when I post a video. I've been getting a few comments in the comment section. I've been getting a lot of love, and I want to thank all of you. I've gotten a few corrections that I have to do, and I promise I'll rectify on that. But meanwhile, please bear with me. We've been looking at the parts of speech. I hope you've watched the previous videos. I hope you found them informative and educative. Previously, we looked at the nouns, we looked at the pronouns, we looked at the conjunctions, adverbs. I really hoped you watched them, and if you did, please come on down to the comment section and tell me what you think about it. Tell me what we should rectify, and tell me what we should cover next in our next video, of course. Now today we look at adjectives. We looked at adjectives, and these are words that are used to modify nouns and pronouns. We said a noun is a naming word, and we said a pronoun is a word that can be used in place of a noun. Now we have these words that are used to modify nouns and pronouns. Let's have a quick example. She is a beautiful girl, or you can say this is a beautiful girl. Our noun there is girl, and the word that is used to modify the noun girl is beautiful, and therefore beautiful is our adjective. It is used to modify a noun. We can have another example. This is a big house. This is a big house. Our noun there is house, and we have a word that is used to modify the noun house, and that is big, and therefore big becomes our pronoun, our adjective. So let's go on and look at what adjectives are. So adjectives modify a noun or a pronoun. They modify a noun or a pronoun. I gave you an example. This is a big house. Big there has been used to modify the noun house, and therefore it becomes our adjective. Now we have different types of adjectives. We have, number one, we look at possessive adjectives. When you talk about possessive adjectives, you talk about those that show possession. For example, our, mine, his, hers, etc. Should we have a quick example? Of course. This is our house. Our there has been used to modify the noun house, and therefore it becomes our possessive adjective. Okay, you can also have an example. That is his watch. That is his watch. His there has been used to modify the noun watch, and it is therefore our possessive adjective. It shows possession. It shows that that watch belongs to him. We have more examples on possessive adjectives. Others include my. This is my pen. My there has been used as a possessive adjective to modify the noun pen. Your. That is your phone. Your there has been used to modify the noun phone, and therefore your is a possessive adjective. His. That is his book. His modifies book. His is the possessive adjective because it shows the possession of the book. Hers, we also have hers. Its. That is its kennel. Its there is the possessive adjective. It shows possession of the kennel, belongs to it. Our, also have there whose, mine, ours, etc. Those are examples of possessive adjectives. We've said we have mine, your, yours, his, hers, its, theirs, etc. They show possession. While modify the noun, they show possession. Number 2, we have proper adjectives. From the word proper, these are used with proper nouns. Proper adjectives are mostly used with proper nouns. For example, let's say the Indian Ocean. Indian has been used to modify the noun ocean, and it therefore becomes the proper adjective. More examples, we have the English language. English modifies the noun language, and it is therefore the proper adjective. Okay, next we also have interrogative adjectives, and when you talk about interrogatives, you definitely talk about questions. We also have those adjectives that are used with questions. We call those interrogative adjectives. For example, which pen is yours? Which pen is yours? Which there modifies pen, and therefore it becomes your interrogative adjective. You can also use what. We also have whose or whom. All these are used to make questions, and they are therefore called interrogative adjectives. We also have demonstrative adjectives, and these are used to point out. With demonstrative, you point out. For example, this, that, those, such, etc. This, that, these, those, such, etc. This pen is mine. This, there is a demonstrative adjective which modifies the noun pen. That phone is yours. That is a demonstrative adjective used to modify the noun phone, and therefore it is our adjective. We also have quantitative adjectives. These ones show the quantity. For example, have one, many, few. With quantitative adjectives, they show how much. For example, many, few, any, little, much. These ones show how much. We also have distributive adjectives. Examples: each, every, either, neither, half. Each, even, every, either, neither, half. Each student came to school. Each student came to school. Each there is a distributive adjective that modifies the noun student. Every boy went to the field. Every boy went to the field. Every is a demonstrative adjective, is a distributive adjective that modifies the noun boy. We also have numerical adjectives. For example, 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. They show the number. For example, 1 pen or 2 pencils were on the table. In that case, 2 is a numerical adjective that modifies the noun pencils on our sentence, and therefore it becomes our adjective. We also have descriptive adjectives, and with these ones you describe something. As our lesson started, I used the word beautiful. This is a beautiful girl. This girl is described using the word beautiful, and therefore beautiful becomes our descriptive adjective. More examples include bright, tall, green, smart, cold, noisy, etc. That is a noisy student. This is a bright student. Okay. So those are the types of adjective. Those are the types of adjective. Those are the types of adjective. And now we go on to look at comparison in adjectives. When you look at comparison in adjectives, you look at the comparative forms and superlative forms. And under comparison of adjectives, we also have two different types of adjectives. We have the regular adjectives and we also have the irregular adjectives. When you talk about the regular adjectives, these ones form ER or EST. They just add ER or EST at the end to form the comparative and superlative forms, respectively. When you look at the regular adjectives, they add ER at the end or EST in comparative and superlative forms, respectively. For example, great. The positive form of the word great is great. The comparative will be greater, and then the superlative will be greatest. That is therefore a regular adjective because it adds ER and EST at the end to form the comparative and superlative forms, respectively. Let's have the word big. For positive form, it becomes big. Comparative form, it becomes bigger. And then superlative, it becomes biggest. Small, smaller, smallest. But we also have those adjectives that change completely in the comparative and superlative forms. We refer to these as irregular adjectives. With irregular adjectives, their spellings change into another word. Their spellings change into a different word for the comparative and superlative forms. For example, good. Good in the comparative form, it becomes better, and in the superlative, it becomes best. Many in the comparative form, it's more. Superlative, most. We refer to them as irregular adjectives. They completely change their forms in the comparative and superlative forms, respectively. Now, after looking at that, we go on and look at the order of adjectives. Different books give different orders, but the one I like to use is Comp. I like to use Comp where you start with opinion, size, and then shape. After shape, we have age, color, origin, material, purpose, and then the noun. So an example of an opinion can be lovely, beautiful, nice, handsome, etc. An example of size, it can be big, small, large, etc. Shape, we can have rectangular, square, triangular, oval, round, etc. Next we have age, can be new, old, 8-year-old, 7-year-old, etc. And then we have color. You can have purple, red, white, orange, blue, etc. And then after color, we have origin. Origin can be Kenyan, Ugandan, American, Brazilian, South African, Egyptian, Arabian, etc. After origin, we have material. Materials can be plastic, synthetic, wooden, woolen, glass, etc. Purpose. What's the purpose of that item? Purpose can be riding. And then lastly, you have your noun. That is the order of adjective. We use the formula OSACOMP, which is opinion, size, shape, edge, color, origin, material, purpose, noun, etc. And then noun. Now let us have example sentences using adjectives. Number 1, I have he threw a big stone into the river. Threw a big stone into the river. In this case, big modifies the noun stone, and it therefore becomes our adjective. She is a perfect model. She is a perfect model. Perfect modifies the noun model, and it therefore becomes our adjective. He ate much bread. Much is a quantitative adjective, and therefore it modifies the word bread, therefore becomes our adjective. A brave person. Brave modifies the word person, it therefore becomes our descriptive adjective. A beautiful child. Beautiful modifies child, therefore is our descriptive adjective. A careful mother. Careful modifies mother, therefore becomes our descriptive adjectives. So that has been it on adjective. I hope you found the lesson informative. I really hope you found it educative, and I hope you learned something on adjectives. That is it on adjectives. Next time we'll look at prepositions. I really hope you enjoyed the class. Learning can be boring, but I really hope you took your time, you learned something, and therefore thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing, and I really hope you turned on the notification bell. Let us get you notified when next we post a video.